it's Kay. Welcome to the build video for my Carrion Golem Elementalist. It's an all-round build with good clear speed, bossing damage, and sustain. After the showcase, I will go over the build mechanics, the support specters, the passives, Ascendancy and Pantheon, and the gear including gems and links. My Carrion Golem Elementalist uses the following mechanics. Speaker's Wreath blocks the golems and specters from killing monsters with hits because they don't have fire damage and cannot ignite. But they will be able to kill with poison damage from lesser poison support. And when monsters die from poison, it counts as a player kill instead, which means all poison kills will proc 10% life recovery from the body armor and cluster jaws, power charges from Vix Charity, as well as explosions from the weapon. And these explosions count as player hits, so they will apply crescent hits from the ring, as well as generate frenzy charges from Vix Charity. Avatar of Fire converts the physical damage from the explosions to fire damage, which then applies EE and reduces monsters' cold resistance by 50%. The build also uses Mastermind of Discord and Frostbomb to reduce monsters' cold res. Avatar of Fire converts the cold damage to fire, so Frostbomb applies 25% cold res exposure but doesn't mess up EE. And Mastermind will increase that to 50%. So any enemy hit by Frostbomb will get a minus 100% cold res debuff. Lastly, skeletons are used with the trigger craft to create extra non-golem minions, which boosts the Carrion Golem's damage. The build uses 3 tanky support specters for buffs and debuffs. Arena Master buffs attack, cast, and movement speed. The Krabby increases cold damage taken by enemies, and Bristle Matron decreases enemies' action speed. Here is the passive tree for the build. Note that Golem Commander is anointed on the amulet. The build uses 2 sets of Cluster Jaws for life recovery and scaling cold damage with Hatred Aura. For each set, the large Cluster Jaw is cold damage with 8 passive points and 3 notables. It must have Cold Blooded Killer and Vengeful Commander. And the third notable can be anything because it's not allocated. The 2 medium jewels are Aura Effect with Replenishing Presence and Vengeful Commander. In one cluster set, there is 1 life jewel with Surging Vitality and 1 armor jewel with Enduring Composure to generate endurance charges. The Anima Stone and 5 Primordial Harmonies are socketed in the 6 other jewel sockets. I prefer to stack Harmony because it gives golems a big single hit and reduces their skill cooldowns. For the Ascendancies, Liege and Elemencer give 2 extra golems and other golem buffs. Mastermind of Discord increases the exposure debuff, and Bastion gives a nice elemental damage shield. For the Pantheon, I like to use Lunaris and Shakari, but all of them are useful, so I recommend changing them depending on the map mods. Here is an overview of the gear including gems and links. The body armor needs Warlord Influence to get 6% life recovery on kill and +1 to active skill gems. The gems are Carrion Golem, Predator, Elemental Damage, Melee Physical Damage, Multi-Strike, and Lesser Poison. Lesser Poison is used for mapping, but for endgame bosses, such as the Maven, swapping minion damage. Note that you would then need to call the boss with Frostbomb or Holy Flame Totem. The helmet is Speaker's Wreath for the special build mechanics. The gems are Generosity, Hatred, Skitterbots, and Bone Chill. For the weapon, you need a synthesized weapon with Explode. After that, you can craft minion damage or +1 to gem level. The benchcraft must be trigger a socketed spell. The gems are Desecrate, Flesh Offering, and Vow Skeletons. For the shield, use Victorious Charity to generate frenzy and power charges. The gems are Holy Flame Totem, Frostbomb, and Culling Strike. You only need to use these spells against dangerous monsters or bosses. For the gloves, use Triad Grip with 4 green sockets for 100% cold conversion. The gems are Second Wind, Dash, Phase Run, and Enhance. I like to set Phase Run to left mouse button to alt-cast it. I recommend +2 minion boots, which you can get from Delve. This will help you get Raise Spectre 25 for 3 Spectres. The gems are Raise Spectre, Chaos Golem, Empower, and Feeding Frenzy. The amulet has Hunter and Warlord influence to get +1 Fizz and +1 Int. The anointment is Golem Commander using Azure, Silver, and Gold oils. There is 1 unset ring to socket Convocation, and the other ring has Curse and Hit Frostbite. The Stygian Vice has a Ghastly Eye Jewel with Minion Taunt and Minion Blind. Lastly, the flasks are a Life Flask with Staunching for bleed removal, Quartz for phasing, Quicksilver for speed boost, Jade for extra evasion, and Granite for extra armor. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the video. And thank you to my patron. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Bye!